digital technology screencast on the service EasyBib, easybib.com. It is a check service that you use to create citations for papers. Citations would be like your MLA, APA, Chicago type, and then it also has this feature where you could check your paper for plagiarism and grammar errors. However, this second part is an additional fee. So right now I'm only using the free account. I don't even have an account. I just went to the website, not even signed in, and I can only do the MLA style citation. With the $10 a month or $20 a month package, you get more styles and a lot more services. But again, I'm just going to focus on the free account. So just to show you how a citation is made, you click the source that you're using. Right now I'm just going to do a quick book that I have right next to me, The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. The results pop up. You find the correct version with the correct author. You select it, continue, go through the information that this service found, make sure it's all accurate. I don't have a state because the city is London, but I'm just going to cite the whole book, complete the citation, and then it comes to this page, which is my citation list for today. Yes, I am doing it on the 28th, and it shows you that you might be missing some things, but it's just because of that state, so I'm ignoring it. I did a website citation before to show you how it kind of looks all together, and I don't know why it gives you the options. I guess if you go back and forth, because it does save the list that you create, but alphabetically would be the proper way to cite your MLA works cited. So if you were to cite all, you just cite it all, and when you go to your page and paste it, this is how it comes up. It doesn't put the works cited page title how it's supposed to be. It just pastes where you tell it to paste, and it also doesn't have the correct indents for an MLA citation. So that's what it looks like. If you were to say add say you were to add a third one, you would copy the citation, and you would have to put it in the proper alphabetical spot, which would just be an extra step of thinking, not hard, but still something you have to be aware of. So besides the website itself, EasyBib also has a add-on for Google Docs. So these are add-ons on the right side. You would get an add-on, and it's right here, the EasyBib. I already have it. Add-ons. You click the add-ons tab, and then go to EasyBib, Bibliography Creator, manage that, and the Citasaurus comes up. So in this, you have the ability to do different styles. So this one you could do APA, you could do Chicago, but I'm going to stick with the MLA format. So what I am going to do is the Underground Railroad again. Underground Railroad. And that's just the name of that's just the title, no other information. So then because of that, I get lots and lots of results because there's lots of different books with that title. I have to figure out the correct version, which would be this one, select, and then it comes to this little page that has your citation right here. So say I were to do a website, this is the website I'm using, I'm copying the URL, click website, paste URL, search it. This, because it's very specific, it only has one result. So now here it is, here's both of them. So say I add bibliography to doc, I click it, and it automatically at the end, towards the end of the doc, gives you the title with the works cited and the proper format for an MLA works cited page, alphabetical. Say I were to add another book or journal article, depending on what it is, it will properly put it in the right spot just by clicking add. There's no kind of self-directing that. You would just click it and the computer does it. So that is the basics of EasyBib. So it's just a citation creator, mostly for MLA, but it does have the option to do APA, Chicago, and all the other things. It also can check for grammar and plagiarism. So this is mostly I'm using it for an English sense, English papers, but it can be used for history papers and science and anything that you're writing and you need to properly create citations with sources for. And I have it here, how it looks on the website, and here is the add-on. The purpose is citations. It's convenient, quick, and reasonably accurate. The add-on is, I would say, more accurate than the actual website. However, if used correctly, it can be implemented properly. And then here would be like your works cited. So the purpose is for this works cited. And then, so the pros and cons, basically, affordances, it would be, it's easy to access, the free version, if you want to use MLA. If you want to use other types of citations, you do have to pay for it, which is more of a challenge. As I said here, not all citations are free, I guess, unless you have the add-on. Another affordance would be, it can be installed as an add-on for Google Docs, so I feel that this could be really helpful when you're typing the paper, because you don't have to really click out of your paper for different tabs, as long as you know what you're using. So if you have a textbook in front of you or a novel in front of you and you want to cite it, super easy, super fast. And it also creates proper citations and formatting, because with like periods and italics, if a student is not 100% sure what is supposed to be what, it will do it for them. Challenges is on the site itself. There's a lot of ads. It's very distracting. It's not super apparent what is the necessary information. Again, not all citations are free, and students still need to be aware of how to properly cite. Like, this is not something they could just not have any idea of what MLA citation is for or how it's supposed to look. They can't just blindly trust the website. And also, with a proper MLA formatted paper, there needs to be in-text citation, so they have to know how to do that, citing the author and the page number or whatever it is. With the SMAR category, this technology acts as a direct substitute. I was conflicted whether it is a substitution or augmentation, because arguably the functional change would be using the technology to take out some guesswork. So it's not a complete and total substitution. There's slight augmentation, but ideally it is just replacing the physical work of it, and it's just making the computer do more of the thinking. So that's why I do feel it could be augmentation. And the connections to course concepts, I was thinking could be the principal one, how the way students perceive themselves, students' beliefs or perceptions about intelligence and ability can affect their cognitive functioning and learning. That's the exact phrase. But like, if students don't think that they're good at English, or they don't even know the basics of it, or some sort of citing is too difficult, or they think there's too many steps, and sometimes it's a lot of going back and forth and double checking, this can kind of give them a little step up in making sure they can get it done accurately, and kind of help them format their ideas in like a coherent way. I also connected it to working memory, in a sense where students still have to know how formatting works and what MLA formatting's purpose is, and how to implement it throughout the paper, so that they're not plagiarizing. So it, as helpful as it is, it's still working off of and with the like basics of writing and English and learning in that sense. And also multitasking, I would guess it could be a sequential multitasking, because it's not like they're just I guess writing a paper in general on a topic, you would be using different sources, so you have to be looking at different things, different articles, different books, focusing on what you're saying, how it's coming across, and the proper citations. But this specifically would be bouncing back and forth between the paper and the citations, because you don't really want to save citations for just the end. And that's really it. That's my idea for this online service and technology. Thank you.